Ladies and gentlemen, the end of an era is upon us. Heavy metal royalty is gathering for one final celebration. Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath are returning to the stage together, one last time, for a night that promises to be the most historic concert in metal history. On Saturday, July 5th, the industrial heart of Birmingham, England, will thunder with the sound of a genre it birthed. Villa Park, home of Aston Villa Football Club, becomes the temple of metal, as Black Sabbath closes its chapter where it all began. This concert, named Back to the Beginning, brings full circle a story that started in 1967. That was the year 4 working-class lads from Birmingham changed the face of music forever. Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward, the original 4. For the first time since 2005, they will share the stage as one. When Sabbath last performed in 2017, drummer Tommy Cluffatos filled in for Bill Ward. But now, in this historic moment, the full founding lineup reunites to give fans what may be the last time to witness the architects of heavy metal together. And this is no ordinary concert. This is a celebration of an entire genre, a testament to the global reach of heavy metal. Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne will headline a lineup packed with legends. Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Slayer, titans of the scene sharing the same stage in tribute to their godfathers. Tom Morello, the fiery guitarist of Rage Against the Machine and Audioslave, serves as music director for this epic gathering. He calls it the greatest heavy metal show ever. And the lineup doesn't stop there. It expands, bringing together icons from across generations of metal and hard rock. Sammy Hagar, Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins, Jake E. Lee, Ozzy's former guitarist who has battled his own hardships, Tom Morello himself. Each artist, each band, each song performed on this day will be a page in the history of rock and roll. Sharon Osbourne, ever the driving force behind Ozzy's career, revealed that the idea for this farewell began as a simple conversation. Ozzy wanted one more chance. One more opportunity to thank his fans, his friends, and his city. And so, he picked up the phone. He called Geezer. He called Tony. He called Bill. "Let's do one more show," he asked. And they said yes. Ozzy may take the stage seated on a throne, a symbol of the toll that time and illness have taken. But make no mistake, his spirit, his voice, and his presence remain as powerful as ever. And there is precedent for such staging. Remember Axl Rose in 2016, performing from a throne after breaking his foot. Or Dave Grohl before him, refusing to let injury stop the music. Since his last full concert at Ozzfest in Los Angeles on New Year's Eve 2018, Ozzy has faced battles far greater than any stage. Parkinson's disease, multiple surgeries, a serious fall, a tumor on his spine discovered in 2024. He cancelled tours, bowed out of festivals, and told the world his body was not yet ready. But the fire within him never dimmed. In May 2024, he announced he was undergoing stem cell treatments. And then, against all odds, he began preparing for one last show. The July 5th concert won't just be an in-person spectacle. Fans across the globe will be able to witness the magic through a livestream. While the concert begins at Villa Park, the livestream, delayed by 2 hours, will kick off at 10 a.m. ET, 7 a.m. PT, ensuring that metalheads from every time zone can join the farewell. And the event's reach doesn't stop at music. An online charity auction will raise funds for worthy causes. Among the items up for bid, Gibson guitars autographed by the performers, a Guns N' Roses pinball machine, and iconic gold record displays of albums like Black Sabbath's Paranoid, Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti, and Metallica's Master of Puppets. Luxury travel packages, Barbados, Royal Westmoreland, and more, will also be auctioned, making the event not only a musical milestone but a philanthropic force. The full roster of performers reads like a Hall of Fame. Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Slayer, Tool, Pantera, Gojira, Hailstorm, Alice in Chains, Lamb of God, Anthrax, Mastodon, Rival Sons. And that's just the start. Special guests expected to appear include Frank Bello of Anthrax, Mike Bordin of Faith No More, Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins, K.K. Downing, formerly of Judas Priest, David Draymond from Disturbed, Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit, The Red Rocker, Sammy Hagar, Z. Hale of Hailstorm, Scott Ian from Anthrax, Jake E. Lee, back from personal tragedy to honor his mentor. Duff McKagan and Slash of Guns N' Roses. Tom Morello, Master of Ceremonies. Papa V. Perpetua of Ghost. Rudy Sarzo, legendary bassist. Sleep Token's enigmatic figure, Sleep Token 2. Zakk Wylde, Ozzy's longtime ex-wielder and spiritual brother. Together, these artists will create once-in-a-lifetime collaborations, jams, and tributes. Expect the unexpected. Legendary riffs will collide with raw emotion. For Ozzy Osbourne, this night is a final love letter to the fans who carried him through decades of chaos and glory. For Black Sabbath, it is a chance to reclaim their throne one last time, together as they began. For Birmingham, it is a homecoming, a celebration of a sound that echoed from its factories and darkened skies into the hearts of millions worldwide. This show is not just a farewell. It is a coronation, a passing of the torch, and a celebration of survival against all odds. It's a reminder that while bodies may weaken, legends never fade. Ozzy Osbourne may sit upon a throne, but make no mistake, the Prince of Darkness still rules the stage. And as the final chords fade into the night sky of Birmingham, the world will remember where it all began. Where four young men took noise and fury and turned it into music that changed history. And where, decades later, they returned to finish their story the only way they knew how: loud, proud, and together. This is more than a concert. This is the end of the beginning. And the beginning of a legacy that will echo forever.